Magic skeptic. Man needs God. You don't believe it? Well, let's listen to you speak first.
I became depressed. I became isolated.
This is what happens when you lose your faith in God. When you no longer believe in a God who loves you.
I became very, very unhappy, and I began to comfort eat in order to deal with the anguish that I was going through.
I understand you, brother. Been there, done that.
So I guess, and this is a strange piece of advice, if I could offer any advice, it would be to not do that. But again, I don't know how this even functions as advice, because when you leave home and you leave your family and your friends and your loved ones behind, and I even left my then girlfriend, thankfully now fiance, behind, it wounds you in a very deep way, Callum. It wounds you in a very deep way. And I made all of the classic mistakes. I shut myself in, I overate. Some people, when they go through this, turn to drink and drugs. Thankfully, I didn't do that.
If there's no God, if it feels good, do it.
My drug of choice was food, but
Amen.
all I can say is try not to do that. Perhaps what I should have done, thinking back, is I should have joined more social clubs. I should have signed up for the gym. I should have been more outgoing. And so it seems perverse to offer you any advice on this.
If there is no God, make the most of it. Make the most of this life. But by God, if there is no God, don't let a bunch of social taboos hold you back from getting the best. If you have to break a few laws, just don't let nobody find out. Go for it. Refuse to be choice. Why settle for choice when you can get prime?
This, given the fact that I made all of these mistakes, and look, perverse though it is, all I can tell you is what the mistakes were in the hope that you won't make the same ones. And so, yeah, look, maybe be more outgoing, meet people, make friends, join a social club.
What if you're a teetotal loser and nobody likes you because you're ugly? What do you do now? What do you do then if there's no God? What the hell constructive path can you take if you're ugly? Or bald? Or unsexy? And young? When you're young, dumb, and full of cum, but because you're so unsexy, you're an incel. What the fuck do you do then?
I can tell you now that my life is in a much better position, because what I do every evening, well, not every evening, but many evenings now, I go for a 5-mile walk around the countryside. Just me, my headphones and a torch. I do it in the night time because I don't have time to do it during the day with my work schedule and my YouTube channel.
What if you're an invalid? What if you got in a wreck and you can't move your arms and legs? What do you do then? If there's no God, you definitely have no hope. If there's no God and you lose your ability to walk, your ability to see, have a stroke, your ability to sing and rap, and get noticed by the good-looking girls, maybe then assisted suicide would be an option. Because if you have no reason to live, why keep on living? I mean, there's always a hope that stem cells can make you walk again, but hey.
Channel and so on. So I go for a walk around the countryside in the nighttime with my torch and reflective gear, and I find that to be incredibly therapeutic. I listen to podcasts, or very often I'll call my mother and we'll have an hour and a half conversation while I complete my 5-mile walk, and we stay in touch that way, and it's very fulfilling.
What if there's no God and you're like me? I so badly want to be noticed on the social media. I so badly want to get a song into the mainstream. But because I'm not good looking, because I had a stroke and I cannot convey my points across without being boring as hell, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Huh? What advice do you get then? Let me tell you something, bitch. If I can rob a business and nobody find out, now, let me see. I do not believe in robbing from those who love you. Those you love, or from innocent people, or from individuals. But businesses, they're fair game. They make shitloads of money. They'll never miss it. let me tell you something. If I could rob a business and get what I need so I can get my mojo back, get my ability to sing and rap so I can then make the money my damn self without having to mooch off society. If there's no God, why not do it? Why not do it? If you can get away with it, if nobody gets hurt, why not do it? Why not do it? And even if somebody does get hurt, if it's a hateful person, let them die. I do have some stances. I do not hurt innocent people, good people, but people who are unloving, they're fair game. They're fair game. They're fair game. They're fair game. I will eliminate a hateful person and sleep 8 hours that night. In fact, I'll probably sleep better because I feel a sense of validation.
Fulfilling, and it's very soothing, and it's good for you. You're burning.
Look, I want to love people. I want to be loved by people. But what if these people don't want to love you or don't want you to love them and there's no God? What the fuck are you supposed to do then? My advice then is just, if it feels good, do it. Maybe some people, their only option is to get high for as long as they can, get drunk, because that's the only happiness that incels like that are gonna ever find.
Burning calories, you're out there, you're breathing in the fresh air, so that has been enormously beneficial. Something else I do now is I attend the gym twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week.
God damn the gym, that costs money.
And I find
easy for you to do. It's easy for you to be happy without believing in God. When look how many goddamn subscribers you got. God fucking damn it. God fuck it. You got 27,000 views in this video alone. 93,000 subscribers. You got people listening to you. You got your YouTube channel is making you enough money so you can take a vacation every year in Florida. It's easy for you to be happy, but let's see you get knocked flat on your ass and lose your money. If there's no God, how do you find happiness then? Maybe the only happiness then you can find is if you in the blackness and oblivion of death. Because if you have nothing, if you have no value to this society, why live? People love you, but you know, who wants to spend time talking to somebody who can't walk or using his arms when they can be out partying and dancing with girls who can?
Find that to be enormously beneficial. I also eat clean and so on. I also threw myself into YouTube, and I now use my time creatively.
I have, but nobody's watching my fucking videos. And this is making me angry. I'm starting to feel feelings I never felt. Feelings of rage and hate.
To produce content.
Now I want to feel this. But you're giving me no choice. The ball's in your court, society. Either love me or pay the price.
For this channel, and that
I'm willing to do what I have to do. I'm willing to get cosmetic surgery so I can be good looking. If you're good looking, it's easy for society to love you. If you're talented, it's easy for society to love you. If you're an incel, unsexy, bald, can't sing good enough, sing good but can't sing great, who needs you around? What do you have to offer to America? So go fuck off and die.
That has been very beneficial for me.
Unless you can find something you can do to validate your self-worth.
Psychologically, it's something to keep the mind distracted. It's something to, keep your eye on the ball so that you don't get lost in thoughts of nihilism and meaninglessness. And so all of these things are things that I would advise anybody who's leaving home. Find a hobby, go for walks, be physically active.
Or lose your faith.
Go out and go to the gym, join a social club and so on. All of these things will benefit you enormously. Whatever you do, don't just rot away in your bedroom.
What if you can't move out of your bedroom because you can't move your arms and legs? What are you supposed to do then? You atheists. You see atheists how? If there's a God, there's hope. If you lose your arms and legs, and you believe in God, you know that one day everything's coming up roses in the end. You know, one day when you die, you'll be able, in your spirit form, you'll be able to walk, run again in heaven. But if there's no God, if you lose your ability to sing, speak, see, move your arms, why live? Why the fuck live? It's time to call Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian. What the fuck? You said don't just lie in your bed if there's no God. Well, what if all there is for you to do is lie in your bed? And nobody really loves your ass because you can't do anything for him. You live in a family that doesn't love you for who you are, but they tolerate you because they know they don't want to be arrested for neglect, or they turn you over to a nursing home, and you know how loving they are in that nursing home. They don't give a shit about you. You're just another number, and they never come to visit you. You lying in that hospital bed. What the fuck you supposed to do if there's no God? No God to pray to. No God to keep you company. What are you supposed to do? Maybe Einstein, my Einstein theorem comes into play. Einstein knew so much more about science that he did not tell us because he knew we'd destroy ourselves. The human race would destroy ourselves. Maybe some people, if atheism is true, maybe some people are not ready for this momentous truth. Maybe they need the crutch of believing in God. And if there's no God, what the fuck are you afraid of letting them have their religious beliefs? If God is not true, so what if they believe we're going to burn in hell forever? If you know it's not true, just laugh them off. You laugh off children who believe in Santa Claus, or maybe Jesus might be real, and that troubles your waters in your soul, that bothers you. I notice you never have no problem dismissing Islam, or Mormonism, or Hinduism, but something about the claims of Jesus Christ and Christianity really bother your soul. And that's the only religion that does that. The only one. And there have been people who blaspheme. Just ask J. Harold Smith. Listen to his sermon, God's Three Deadlines. There have been people who refused to get saved, and God killed them. There have been people who blasphemed God, and God killed them the next day. This has never happened in Hinduism. This has never happened in Islam. Nobody ever blasphemed Allah or Joseph Smith and was killed mysteriously by freakish circumstances the next day. Y'all are too chicken to address these concerns. I've been trying to get Aaron Rada talking about this for months, but the pussy won't bite because he knows maybe that Jesus is real. But if God isn't, if there's no God. If it feels good, do it. If there's no God, I need something to fill the void in me, so I'll be my own goddamn God, which is what y'all are doing. Go to the gym, do what makes you feel good.